All right, back live tonight, you're in Focus. After suffering a legal defeat in the Supreme Court of Appeal this week, MP Busisiwe Mkhwebane said the people of Indian descent are persecuting her. She took to social media to voice her disappointment with the decision made by the Supreme Court of Appeal. Judge Visvanathan Ponnan was the one who was, of course, overseeing this particular matter. Let's speak now to EFF spokesperson Leigh-Ann Mathys. Leigh-Ann, good to have you, and thank you very much for your time. First and foremost, we are looking at this account. It's a verified account, and one of the things that we are assuming is that, yes, indeed, is an account that belongs to Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane, and it is her who is posting there as a member of Parliament. Do you have a particular policy on how members of the EFF who are in Parliament should conduct themselves on social media?
Yes, we do, but we don't see anything untoward on what she has posted on there. But yes, we do, and she has verified that she did post that.
And there is a call to say that this is something that the Integrity or Ethics Committee of Parliament should look at. Not only that, the NPA possibly looking at it because it is hate speech. What's your view?
The hate speech about what? You know, what is deeply racist or what has been going on in this ongoing persecution against an African woman is what we really need to deal with. And now it appears that Judges Matter have joined in on it. And there's absolutely no surprise, obviously, that we have FF Plus that has written to the Speaker. I mean, we know that their DNA is like utter hatred for Africans. But honestly, where is the racism in the post? Where? I mean, it's facts. She's listed names. She's listed their position. So unless it's factually incorrect that the people that she listed who are part and parcel of the case that she's been having since she's gone to court and appearing in Parliament, and they're actually not of Indian descent, then that is another story. And if anyone is catching feelings about indicating that persons are of a particular descent, and in this case of Indian descent, I mean, it's obviously not even about her, but it's about history. You must remember that it was the ANC President Oliver Tambo who gave a report to the ANC conference that there was a secret Indian cabal. So this response is obviously about history and not necessarily about her saying that these are the people that have been part of my persecution and they are from Indian descent. She's pointed out specific people. Yeah. And another thing we must also, I don't understand, Judges Matter, was it actually a dire need for them to respond to her post rather? And I mean, and if they really felt that they had to do so, I would have really thought that they would have done it with superior logic, because there's absolutely nothing racially motivated. She's just stating facts.
So I mean, it's not only Judges Matter who've made the call. COSATU have made the call. They're saying, in fact, as you're raising the issue, they're saying that this is not just a case of ranting on social media. It says, they're saying it is unacceptable for a member of Parliament to indulge herself in what amounts to hate speech against any section of South Africa's population, including what they call compatriots of Indian origin.
Well, I haven't, or we haven't seen the comments from COSATU, but let's bring them also into the picture on that as well. Where in the tweet is there hate speech? Where? Because she stated fact. She's saying these are the people that have been part of my persecution. They are of Indian descent. She's mentioned their names. Where is the hate speech there? Yeah. Because that's the question that we need to ask.
But historically, who brought this matter? I mean, is it the population of Indian descent who brought this matter to Parliament initially in 2020?
We're not saying that. We're not talking about who she doesn't say that they are the ones in her post. She doesn't say they are the ones who brought it, but she's saying these are the people that have been part of this case and their roles that they have played in the case. It's clear, and they are of Indian descent. Obviously, it's not isolated to them, but she's naming, she even names the position, or rather the roles that they've occupied that speaks to what she is saying have contributed to her persecution as a public protector and now a former public protector.
Yeah, on those roles, Parliament says...
There's nothing of superior logic in this, of anybody saying that it's racially motivated and it's hate speech. There's nothing there.
So Parliament itself, when you speak about the roles, has noted with dismay what they call unfounded utterances. They're saying which sought to impugn the integrity of Parliament and the Parliament staff, particularly the Chief Legal Advisor and Parliamentary Legal Advisor, as well as Section 194 Committee Evidence Leader. So they're saying what her post is about is unfounded. They're saying there are no facts in what she's saying.
Well, we'll respond to Parliament as well. We also can't be surprised with Parliament's response as well while they've been operated under an entire GNU. So we'll respond to that. That's why they're very quick to respond to a matter as nonsensical as this. They still haven't responded to the whole issue of Phala and bringing that report back there to Parliament so we can investigate it. But it's something that you'll expect. And as the economic freedom fighters, we are fully behind our Member of Parliament, and we will assist in defending that matter if it comes to the Ethics Committee. There's no problem. Yeah, we're ready for it.
You are a party that is open for all. I mean, do you think the tone of that particular post would lend well to members of Indian descent of the EFF?
Why is anybody catching feelings? Read Edge, read the post. You can only be catching feelings because of something historical there. She mentions the names of the people. She mentions the roles they have played in her case. And that's it. And they're of Indian descent. Who's arguing with that? Is it true or is it not true on what she said? Is it true? Although the names that she's given, no, let's be honest, the names that she's listed there, the roles that they have played, and they are of Indian descent, that's what she said. What's in there is not factual.
So you're saying these people are, this is what she's saying, my ongoing struggle has consistently involved key figures, predominantly of Indian descent, who have positioned themselves as my persecutors. Mm-hmm. And then she lists the names, of course, including Pravin Gordhan, the late Pravin Gordhan, the evidence leader, that's Nazreen Bawa.
Who Oliver listed as part of the Indian cabal who was terrorizing people in the 80s, but yes, continue. But as you read it, you agree with me, there's no hate speech there. But if we want to go on, we'll deal with the matter as the EFF, and we fully support her. But there's nothing about hate speech in there. She's saying these people have persecuted me. She says their names individually, right? She says what their roles are in her case, and what of what she says is not true. Let's talk about that. But those are the
being honest, I mean, there are a lot more people who are involved in this matter. Why would she particularly choose a particular race? There are a whole lot of other races. The chair of the portfolio committee is not of Indian descent. There are other parties. There's AUTA, there's DA, there's a whole lot of parties that are involved in this particular matter.
Yes, but these are the ones she's saying who has been key in it. What is the problem with that?
Key in what way?
Is it infactual that these people have played a role in her persecution as a public protector, yes or no?
They were part of the process. They didn't play a role
bringing in another angle if there's additional people. That's fine. She's not saying that these are the only ones. She's saying these are the ones that have played a role.
Right. What I'm asking you is that the role that they played is the role of persecuting her, or is it their role that they play as members of Parliament?
Their roles, well, in their capacity of their roles in members of Parliament or whatever other positions they were occupying. Because she says that, they're exactly what their roles were. So whether their role was as a member of Parliament in her case or during the court hearings, whatever she mentions it's there. She didn't say it's the only ones.
So Kosatu says, however, as much as she does have a right to post what she wants, she can't instigate hate speech on social media.
But
Parliament, of which she is a member, has passed the Prevention and Combating of Hate Speech and Hate Crimes Act precisely to deal with that malcontent.
But you need to determine if it's hate speech. There's nothing hate or unfactual about what she said. Nothing. So you're already characterizing that as hate speech, and it cannot be determined that it's hate speech. So not because people get up one day and they're catching feelings, because some of these people were mentioned by Oliver Tambo as being part of an Indian cabal, now it's hate speech. That's your own thing. It's your own catching feelings about something that's historical. She hasn't said that.
Would she have had a better forum to raise this rather than put it the way that she put it?
But there's nothing wrong with how she put it.
If she was unhappy with the process, would she have had a better forum to raise it? Or you believe that that's the right forum to have raised it?
You need to say what exactly has she said in there that is hate speech. Yeah. You haven't determined.
It's not me. It has got nothing. It has got nothing to do with what I think. I'm telling you what the people who are raising a complaint are saying.
On each of them, on all those groups that are saying that, they must identify which part of what she said is not factual and which part of it is hate speech, or whether they are just catching feelings about an Indian cabal that was spoken about that was operating in the 80s, which she doesn't even mention, but, you know, it's just catching feelings historically.
All right, so where you are sitting as the EFF, you see nothing racial about the lines that she used. You will protect her even in those processes.
Absolutely no. Absolutely no. She stated facts. It's names, it's positions, and it's their dissent. That's it.
Because it is, of course, what you are saying affects, and those people are the people who are involved in the process. Can you not classify it as hate speech purely because these are facts? These are people who were involved.
I'm asking you why it's facts. How is it hate speech? So it's hateful for you to say someone is of Indian descent. Is it hateful?
The context of which you're saying it could be hateful, even if it is facts.
Which part of the context? Are these people not part of her case that she's been having ongoing for years now as a public protector?
Yeah. If in the case of Parliament saying it's an unwarranted attack, would it be considered a hate speech?
Parliament says a whole lot of things. They're not even dealing with Pala matter. So we're not surprised. We know that we are operated by a DA-led parliament over there. It's fine. We will also deal with them. Parliament is very quick. Do you know how long they took to respond to a letter we wrote when we said that we need to go back and deal with the Pala case? But this they will deal with very quickly. So we're not surprised, but we'll deal with that as the economic fighters. Whatever Parliament says is not always written in stone.
All right, Leigh-Ann.
And it doesn't mean that they always take the right view. That's why it's open to be challenged.
Let's leave it there. Much appreciated. Thank you very much for your time. That's Leigh-Ann Mathys speaking on behalf of the EFF. They're responding, of course, to calls made by various parties now, including COSATU, Freedom, its Judges Matter, and of course, Parliament has also commented on the comments that were posted on social media by Member of Parliament Busisiwe Mkhwebane.